I've made over $244,000 on the platform Fiverr, leveraging one very simple framework, and that, my friend, is exactly what I'm going to teach you today. By the way, the digital services I've provided have connected me to over 6,700 clients in 74 countries. So, what is this simple 7-step framework? It's something I like to call the 7 Ps. Pick, professional, profile, proof, pricing, provide, progress. And as I've said, it's the same framework I've used to connect to over 6,700 clients in 74 countries, and it's the exact same framework that has helped me earn over $244,000 on Fiverr. Let's move me out of the way here, and let's get to it. I want to help you guys give yourself a $1,000 raise a week in 2025. So not wait until the new year. We're going to start right now. And why should we? Well, because it is getting tough out there, folks, to earn enough at your regular job. There's still a lot of traditional workers, 43%, but there's 30% of people that aren't working at all. And quickly right behind them, 27% of people are part of the gig, what they call the gig economy. 68 million people. The global gig economy market reached $556 billion in 2024, and it's projected to almost triple. We're going to be at $2 trillion by 2032. So there's a whole lot of places that you can go to set up basically your store so that you can supplement your income. And one of the best that I've found is Fiverr. Like I said, it's free to sign up. They do all the heavy lifting for you. You don't have to set up a shop. You don't have to do any advertisements. All you have to do is come with the goods. Come with a digital talent that you can provide to other clients and customers around the world, and they can provide you tons of amazing work and supplement your income. So go on there today. Don't wait 8 months like I did. I waited 8 months before I ever set foot on the site. I kept dilly-dallying, and I just suggest go and make it happen today. Get on Fiverr.com. Once you get there, you're going to have to pick a profitable niche. So let's hop over here. This is Fiverr's website. As you can see, there's all kinds of different digital services that Fiverr provides to clients. So you got to think about what you're good at. Do you like video and animation, music and audio, writing and translation? If you're coming to this and you have no idea what you want to do, but you know you want to do something hot, come over here to the trending tab. Take a look at different things that you might be interested in. You've heard of drop shipping, Shopify. We've got UGC videos. These are great. I would start with something like this. You can make a few $100s a video, and you really need nothing but your phone and maybe a small Amazon lapel microphone. So take a look through the various different digital services that you can offer and choose something. I did voiceover and spokesperson stuff. First thing you're going to have to do is pick something. Second thing, you're going to research the professionals. There's a lot of people out there doing what you're doing, and a lot of people are willing to help you out on a thing called YouTube and tell you about, what you need to learn and how you need to learn it. And you might think to yourself, I'm not good enough. I don't know where to start. Start here. Start today. Start now and start researching. But don't wait too long to get on to Fiverr. Just get in there, jump in head first. You're going to be making money before you know it. You're going to create a profile. You want to create a profile? I suggest that you use some keywords. I have a deep bass voice, and so I wanted to add that into my tagline here. Make sure to describe yourself, to keep it short and simple. I said I'm a vocal coach, stage actor, anything that can make you sound professional. And again, this is a little cheat, but what you can do is you can go to the top sellers and you can basically copy off of them. That's what I did because I didn't even know what to offer, right? There's so many things. There's so many fill in the blanks once you get in there. You're like, what should I put in these blanks? And basically just cheat. Go to a top seller, find out whatever they're offering, and just offer the same thing. And if eventually you get caught, you get caught. Like meaning like, not that you get caught, you get in trouble for using somebody else's profile. And I would suggest tweaking it. You take their profile and then you tweak it to fit you and fit your personality and whatnot. When you create a gig title to hook your customers. So basically, people are going to go on this site here and they're going to look up programming and tech, and there's just going to be slews and slews of people, I'm trying to click on one, videographers. Lots and lots of people here. What differentiates you from everybody else? So it's that gig title, and really a gig profile picture. So you can use a picture, but I suggest using a video. So you're going to need a gig title with a hook. So hers is, I will shoot in Turkey. I mean, maybe that floats your boat. That doesn't really get me excited. I mean, she's kind of cute, but I will shoot video in Turkey. It's just like, I don't know. I guess it's to the point. I will be your business videographer in New York and New Jersey. Okay. Again, very, very to the point. Are these people very, very busy? I don't know. It doesn't look like it. We got a 1-star here. We got a 1-star, I don't know. They're charging $5, $10 a piece. I mean, they could probably use my help. Honestly, they need to watch this video. So mine is, let's take a look at mine. Okay, like I said, strong, deep bass voice, but I have a bunch of different, where are they? I have a bunch of different gigs. Okay, so we've got, I will speak with a deep, epic voice. Okay, it is, again, it's to the point, but I'm trying to also give them some of my uniqueness using adjectives like deep and then epic. Well, what does epic mean? Epic could be a whole lot of things. You want to click on there and you want to investigate and find out exactly what I'm talking about. Also, I have different pricing. So, well, real quick, back to this. Your About Me section, you're basically proving who you are. People have to get to know you, right, in your profile. And so they got to figure out, are you who you say you are? So you do that through a lot of credentials, certifications, showing examples of your work, and also describing who you are. But you want to add tags for the algorithm. So you want to make sure that you're using keywords that people are looking for that also Fiverr can use to advertise basically who you are and get you up in those top seller pages, because there's a whole bunch of pages on Fiverr where people can thumb through and you want to get to that first page. You do that by playing the algorithm, and you do that by choosing good keywords and putting them into your About Me and into your description. And if you need some help with that, you can go to keywordtool.io. I didn't, but you could. And so basically proving who you are. You want to prove who you are. Okay, so that takes us to the pricing. So basically this is your business. So you can choose whatever you want to sell your services for. I started off because the name of the company is called Fiverr. So I started off with a $5 gig. And doing a $5 gig is going to get you a lot more traffic. Well, you would hope. A lot of these people, you can see that they're charging from $5. This person starts at $2,500. I'll tell you why that's a good thing and why that's not such a good thing. When you're starting out, obviously, nobody knows who you are. So you're just trying to get as much work as possible to show Fiverr that you're interested in being here. So you definitely want to start and stick with, for at least a while, a $5 gig. That's going to generate more traffic. But on the other hand, you also want to have a $100 gig. $100 gig, there's a lot of people, big companies that will put on the filters on Fiverr, and they will filter out everybody who's charging less than $100 because they want to work with what they believe as the professionals. So while you're beginning, definitely have a $5 gig, but don't be bashful to also have a $100 gig because that's going to show up in other people's filtered searches. All right. So you're going to get more value with those gigs too, because not only are you charging more and you're making more, but those kind of clients are the kind that tip more. They add on extras, and we'll get to that in a second. Pricing that reaches all buyers. Yes. So we want to make sure that we get a lot of traffic with the smaller gig, but we also want to bring value to your gig by also having the $100. and then adding extras. So I'm going to show you a little bit about extras. If we go here to my $25 gig, you'll see I have a nice thumbnail video here.
I'm Jonathan.
And so it's introducing me. It just quickly shows them my quality of voice. Believe it or not, this is part of the fake it till you make it. This is shot in a studio apartment between my bathroom and my bedroom. And it is a space not even as big as this corner behind me. It's a tiny little 3-foot space. But I took some Oralex that you see here. I actually got that from a church was like tearing out their sound stuff. And so I basically asked them if I could basically take it from the trash. And these are $200 a sheet. So you got to use inventive ways to, like, when you're starting out, obviously, to make yourself, fake it till you make it, to make yourself look like a professional. And so I took that and I just put it in this tiny little spot, and I got my camera from church and some big lighting and had myself nicely lit. And then I got this Neumann, I still have it today, this Neumann microphone. I didn't have that right away. In the beginning, I started with I think it was called a blue microphone. You got to start somewhere. But invest back into yourself and invest into the business as you start making money. But that's the cool thing. It's just like I started with nothing. I didn't even have internet access at the time that I started. I'd have to work at the church, and then I'd come home, record, and then I'd take my work back to the church and continue working on the internet there. So you got to be inventive with things. So here's my about this gig. Again, short and simple. Some examples of what I can do on Vimeo and SoundCloud. And then, like I said, all of these different things to present to people. I had no idea, what I should be offering. In my mind, I was just thinking like commercials or radio. But there's all kinds of things. And these are key words that Fiverr is going to use to boost you in the algo. So you definitely need to make sure that you're copying a top seller, because whatever they have in there is working. And obviously, if you can't offer something to somebody, you shouldn't, or if you can't do the work, you shouldn't offer it. So obviously omit those things, but definitely copy paste. Again, here's a little bit more of my bio, a little bit of an example in my portfolio. These extras, that's where we were getting at. All these extras. So what's fantastic is in the beginning, if you've got a $5 gig, a lot of times you won't just get paid that $5 for the gig. And in my case, I was charging $5 for 75 words or less, unedited. So just talking into a microphone and then sending it to them for $5 for 75 words or less. So then obviously you're charging another $5 for another 75 words, and then all these little extras. So full broadcast rights, commercial rights, if you want to do revisions, if you want to receive the delivery faster, and just putting a whole bunch of different, like, hey, if you want it in 12 hours, I'll do that for another 20, just another $10 and I'll give it to you in 6, just another $10 and I'll give it to you in 3. And you don't have to offer these, but you can, and people will click on them. And you could have a $5 gig basically that turns into over $150 with all these add-ons, with all these extras. So very, very cool. All right. So pricing that reaches all buyers. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So now the next P, provide. So you're going to want to provide, obviously, quality work and great communication. You want to be everything. Like, just imagine the golden rule, treat them how you'd like to be treated. If you were going in and spending money with a business, how would you want that work to turn out? You want to over deliver, especially in the beginning. Deliver early. So even if somebody didn't pay for like the 3-hour delivery, if you can do it in 3 hours. They will be blown away, because there's a lot of people on these sites like Fiverr that are on here, and they give the company a bad name because they don't provide great quality work, and they don't provide it on time. And so come do a great job. Make sure that you do a great job and it's good quality, but get it to them as fast as possible. In order to do that, you want to definitely set up notifications on the phone app. So get the app on your phone and then respond right away. You'll get notifications and it'll just pop up and just like email them right back, or text message them right back. It's so convenient too to have it all on your phone. The best part about Fiverr and all of this is that you're not tied to your desk. You're not tied to constantly working. Like honestly, once you get this machine going, your workday might be less than an hour or two, maybe even less than that. So a lot of it will just be responding to people and then letting them know when, in fact, you can come up with the work to be able to deliver to them. And then to progress, ways to grow. So once you get everything going, there's all kinds of different ways that you can jumpstart yourself or to really boost yourself. Seller Plus and Fiverr Go, these are things that you can pay Fiverr to do for you, and they will help you in your algo, as well as just coming up with different creative ways to grow your business. I did not do these, but you can if you feel necessary. The biggest one, the most important thing that I think you need to do is to ask for 5-star reviews. So you have to, a lot of people, you have to guide them all the way through. If you don't, they'll give you 3 or 4 thinking that's phenomenal. Or, I don't know what kind of grading curve that some people are on, but if you let them know, it's just like, hi, can you please give me a 5-star review? That really helps me in the ratings so that I can go from a beginner seller to a level 1 to a level 2, and hopefully eventually a top seller. And so don't be ashamed. Don't be shy. Go ahead and ask people, especially if you did a great job for them and they've already told you like, wow, that was phenomenally fast and we love your work. It's just like, would you mind leaving a 5-star review? The more that you get of those, the faster you're going to move up in the ranks, and then the faster you're going to get to that front page on Fiverr, which is going to get you lots and lots of work. Stay on Fiverr. That means don't go on vacation mode. They have an option on there, like if you're going on vacation or if you have to work to go on vacation mode, I wouldn't do that. I would just stay on all the time and just make it so that you can even set up a notification so that when you get pinged by a potential client or customer, they will be sent back an automatic message. And so you can set that up. So at least do that. And then my friends from Shawshank Redemption, this is Red and Andy. Get busy living or get busy dying. You're GD right. I just say this to people because, boy, life is short, right? And we spend a lot of time at a job. And I don't know what your goals are, if you're looking to completely replace your income or if you're looking to supplement what you're doing now. But adding an extra $1,000 a week can really change your life, can really get you out of the financial hole you might be in with credit cards or rent payments or, daycare or gas. There's just so many things like that you can start this and not have to quit what you're doing right now. You can have that as a goal in mind, or you can use this as the stepping stone to your bigger business, your 6, 7, 8-figure, 9-figure business. But start now. Don't wait. Don't wait like I did. Start now. Time is money and money is time. So when you get some more money, now you can have some more time to enjoy the things in life that you want to do. So make sure to cash in on the Fiverr Life. I call it the Fiverr Life because my friends would always joke about it. Like if we were going out to eat and I would buy, then they'd be like, that's Fiverr money. He's living the Fiverr life. And we joke about it when I'm on vacation and stuff. Living the Fiverr life. It was like a Sammy Hagar thing. Hopefully I don't get pinged on YouTube for that. I doubt it. Real quick, I just wanted to pop out. Let's see if I can real quick here. Yeah. Okay, so this is me before the Fiverr life, not feeling very good about myself. I don't even know why I was filming, but I was overweight and drunk and very sad. And I guess I wanted to document it so that I would make some changes and be able to look back and go, look at what you're doing now. This is the face of somebody not very happy with themselves. And conversely, here I am in Maui, taking surf lessons and whatnot. Totally. I highly recommend it. Turks and Caicos, going to luau's, And that's what it's all about. It's not just about the money, but it's about the time and the independence and the freedom that money provides when you have, even if it's just a little extra. So I highly recommend throwing this into your arsenal. And, if you need some help, I did leave my my Calendly, so you can schedule to book a one-on-one call with me if you need help with the Fiverr life. But otherwise, just get out there, and I'm providing lots of free information on this site so that you can get your Fiverr life started today. So rock it out, man. Cash in on the Fiverr life. Take it easy.